Bankai.
This is your man, Easy Mo B.
Woo! Himself.
Straight out of Brooklyn. And we
LG, baby.
And we broadcasting from Brooklyn right now. You know what I mean?
Woo!
My man Skanks Martyr.
Bankai.
It's not that many groups left.
And I want people
and that's mainly because of, pardon me, D, and that's mainly because of greed. You know, groups don't really stay together. You don't really see groups that much because once that greed sense is set in place, it ain't. A lot of times, what it became now is like not we, me. So everything be about me, but with y'all, it's still we. So I'm just saying, just alone off of the concept to see a group still functioning out there, man.
Yo,
that's special in hip hop. That shows some unity. That shows unity. It ain't easy to have a group.
Word.
It's not easy because it's a group mentality. And it's not about me. It's about we. So, good to see y'all together, man.
Good looking, Moby.
Y'all completing this cycle.
Bankai! Bankai! When I say Bankai, y'all say fam! Bankai! Bankai!
The Bankai Fam. Now, if you haven't heard of the Bankai Fam before, you're gonna thank me. This is an album, by the way, called On My Side. It's a full-length album. It's their debut album, and so far their only album as a fam. A couple of the members have solo projects, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But these guys, strictly New York, but on a French record label, so they did have a bit of delay. They had really kind of tore up the scene with some music videos, and then it took a long time for the album to come out. And so far to date, it's still, again, their only collective album or single or anything is this. I don't want to oversell it and oh, every brand new release is a classic, and oh my god, da-da-da-da, overhype it and all this and that. But really, what this reminds me of is, partially in the sense of the music and the tone, but not so much that, not so much that it sounds like this record, but just that it brings to mind the energy and the surprise and the oomph it came when it came out, is Wu-Tang Clan Protect Your Neck, the original 12-inch single, the one that just came out and blew everybody away. Nobody knew who Wu-Tang Clan was. They just came out, indie label, boom on the scene. That's what these guys sound like with their first release, with these first couple videos and with this LP. That much kind of, raw excitement. Obviously, there are some pretty superficial connections that I'm making as well. It's a big fam, it's a collective of artists. There's a bunch of guys in the Bankai Fam. They have a name that is sort of reminiscent of Wu-Tang Clan. They call kind of grimy, strictly New York, underground, raw, hardcore kind of stuff. There's obvious connections to draw, but it's not even so much that. It's just that whole kind of that feeling of, wow, these guys are bringing it when the music scene in general, or the hip-hop scene anyway, I don't care about other genres, is getting way too kind of pop and commercial and going off into all these questionable directions, just like it was in the 90s before the Wu-Tang kind of came and set it straight. It's almost even worse now, and so again, they just really bring that kind of corrective, exciting energy. So there's no real guests or anything, it's just the Bankai Fam, which is enough, because again, there's a whole bunch of them, and it's all produced essentially in-house. I don't think they're actually officially members of the Bankai Fam, but it's 3 producers, collectively known as Jupiter 3, which is sort of a collection of guys who've done some solo stuff. One of them particularly, Itachi, has done some interesting stuff before with Elemento, and at least that's the one that sort of stuck on my radar. But he's done a bunch of stuff like Ruste, Juxx. He's had a name for himself before. But everybody, all 3 producers really shine on this album. It really clicks perfectly with these guys. One thing that's interesting, again, I'm saying it harkens back to Protect Your Neck and all, but it doesn't feel like, it's 90s throwback. The production definitely has a new modern feel to it, but at the same time, keeping, true to the very hardcore raw aesthetics of pure hip-hop. So in a way, it's sort of 90s hip-hop, but then it's also not purely, oh my god, look at us trying to be 90s. They're not trying to be 90s, they're just being themselves. The production is a bit more modern edge, but it's just these aesthetics that they're bringing feels like the 90s in the best way.
To start this story off, we gotta go back to Paris, France, and meet up with our original producers, Itachi, Venom, and Azaya.
When you first met Bankai Fam, how did y'all meet?
Yeah, I met Bankai Fam for first time in 2012. At Dirty Work video, we did a cypher on the stair, and I hear Skanks for first time, And when he done his verse, I looked Jules like this, Jules like me like this, and I said, crazy. And after this, I think it's Gangsta, G-Stat and Cash Bills. And since this day, I back to France. I start the album with Skanks. Everybody Skanks put on the album. I ask him do a super group, Bankai. But Skanks told me, I asked Skanks and I say, we need to do a super group called Bankai something. And I say, Bankai famous.
Yeah.
But Skanks told me, Bankai family, Bankai fam. And I say, yeah, Bankai fam. And since this day, we did solo, EP, maxi, two solo of Skanks, one solo of G-Start, a maxi with Skanks, EP, the first one was the EP on my side with Jupiter Eke. And 10 years later, we did the 10th album, Bankai Fam. Something coming soon.
Ce que j'ai déjà sélectionné, quel album? Dirty Dickens, j'ai fait un beat pour ce gars-là.
Ouais.
Envoyé un beat pour lui.
Ouais.
C'est le dernier beat que j'ai fait avant que je sois
D'accord. Je le rencontre parce qu'il est fort.
Tiens,
Peace, Venom.
Yo, peace.
When was the first time you met Bankai Fam? How y'all met?
First time Kyle told me about this group, he was hooked up with a guy named Skanks. And I remember he made me listen to the first single, Never Run Away. So, and he told me, you can produce these guys. So when he asked me beats for your solo album, he gave me Professional. I did the track What? When he was with Shabbat Sadiq.
That's a classic joint.
Yeah. And from then, we saw we can do something special, something we didn't see since long time. Yeah, they're always a group and crew, but this energy with top notch on the raga side, man, and the different flows, G-Stats, low benga, big business with the raspy voice. You with the ability, you know, with all of them, as I hear me, we see you all as ninjas, ninjas with rhymes. That was dope, and we did some good records.
Word.
Yeah.
vous avez parlé pour son projet là? Faut qu'on en parle. J'ai entendu, hein? Ouais, j'ai entendu.
How you met Bankai Fam?
On a video on the upstairs in Brooklyn when Kayo filmed it.
Yeah.
When he gave me the video, I talked to him. We can make good shit with them. You test my English.
Yeah, you're doing good, bro. You're doing good.
Yo, Skanks.
Word up, man. Shout out my bros, you know what I'm saying, from BK to France, man. You already know, man. I remember, like, the first time I met Keo and the whole crew, it was in New York, man. Keo came to New York with Venom. He came to New York with Juxx, Platoon, and Ruste Juxx for the Dirty Works video shoot, man. And Rusty just gave us a call and said, come through, y'all. Got this dope producer from France. We came through, Keo threw some beats on after the video shoot. Oh man, we started spitting. And it was a lot of us. It was probably like 15, 20 MCs out there trying to spit for Keo and get Keo attention. And then Keo ended up, you know what I'm saying, messing with me, my bro Gangsta, my bro G-Stats, and my bro Cash Bills. And those was the first original 4 members of Bankai Fam. Before it was Bankai Fam, I just know those are the people that Keo took an interest to. And then me and Keo got up, started building, you know, on the solo project. And from the solo project, it led to the Bankai project. Once we started putting the features together and all that, Keo like, who this dude? Who this dude? This dude is dope. Daddy Nacho on the Never Run Away hook with Phenom. It was a rap after that, man. You know what I'm saying? History was being made. Word.
Bankai